everybody doing out there? Thanks for tuning in to the Solomon Park Radio Show on this wonderful Tuesday evening. Live in the studio, we have two special, awesome guests. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Judge Nancy Russo, Pioneer County Police Court.
Yes.
I'm Jovan, 8 Money Norton, original Moncler family member, family of Brown Thugs, original, and U.S. representative like that.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how y'all liking this weather out there?
Yes.
Nice, ain't it?
It's nice.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah, it is.
It's unbelievable.
And I was like, man, you see the stuff started, the little buds growing on the little trees already. I'm like, wow. Because it kind of threw me off because, I know it's March, but still, this weather is like a roller coaster, so.
Man, let me tell you about that weather. I was ready to go to California, but why go to California with our weather looking like this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Without a
it's all-
wildfire,
It's all this weather.
right?
I know it was some years back, and we had a blizzard here. And I went down to New Orleans, but I was bodyguarding though, Dante Whitner. And
That's my guy from Glenville?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
My little brother played with him right here. They played together at, for Glenville the same time. Rest in peace to my little brother. They played together.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why we went down there because by him going to Ohio State before he went to the NFL, Ohio State was playing down there, and he wanted to go, so we was down there for 5 days, and that weather was so nice. It was blizzarding here, and I got down there. That weather was. I ain't want to come back.
30.
And I come back here, back to the blizzard. I was like, oh man. But that weather, man, it was hot, but it was a different kind of hot. It felt so good. And I'm like, man.
Hey, that's how it be, man. Dante Whitner was a great player. My brother played with him with Ted again back then, and man, when you said that, it's just I remember going to them games going downstate and watching them play against who was that? What's that team out in Youngstown, man? It was some big time schools that Glenville was playing against back then, and my brother was right there, and he was a receiver, and Dante Whitner, and his family was in the crowd, and they represented for him. They represented. All I can say is that. Yeah, so it's all as well. But yeah, man, when you said Dante Whitner, it just brought me back, and I started thinking about my brother. I'm almost about to start crying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Small world, but a big world.
Small world, but a big world. You know what I'm saying? When I reached out to you, man, we done crossed paths plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? But you never probably knew how significant I was. But I remember back in the day when you was a little Mac bodyguard.
Yeah.
And that's my little cousin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, and I see you doing big things, and I got you on it right here.
Yeah.
Man. And you know what? When I got the opportunity to be with this lady. I met her in prison, and I kept getting at her. She got me out early. She got me out early into her program, but I continue the RISE program. I sat in the front row.
Yep.
And I always spoke up, and and then when you let us line up at the end of the session, I always said blah 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 to you.
Let me out. 6 times.
And then finally,
He reminds me.
I'm like, man, 6 times you denied me. But guess what? That lady right there, she is about us because she gave me an opportunity and she believed in me, and I respect her so much for that.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? And like she said, I didn't even have to bring up no bone stuff. I was bringing up myself, and she got me out because of me, not because of no flesh or lazy bone, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I respect her so much, and I love her so much because she always been here for me, and the community needs to know that. Judge Nancy Russo.
And they know it now.
She a four horseman.
Oh,
no. This is what they say.
We're going there now?
No, this is what they used to say. This is what they used to say. They didn't think you cared about us. But I am a product of what you do. To show them that I'm from St. Clair. And she showed me the love. She gave me the opportunity to come out and prosper. Even if I have my downfall, she's still right here. When my brother got killed, she right there with me still. You know what I'm saying? And I respect her so much. And I love her so much for that. And I'm always gonna have her back. For sure. And she up for re-election soon. So go vote for her.
We got you.
Yeah, as always.
And she voted for you too.
Always. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm in Ward 1.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, it's important because the reentry court, I started it in 2007. It was the first one. And I'm still presiding over it. And it's the most successful one we can find anywhere in the country. It's an amazing program with amazing people in it. And the success stories are remarkable. We have graduates that are entrepreneurs running their own businesses. We have people who graduated that are now working for the Department of Corrections teaching programs and getting paid for it. People that are running huge companies, people that are successful, all kinds of, it's just amazing. We're always a family, right, Jovan? I mean,
Yes.
People come back even after, since 2007. It is really amazing.
You're an awesome person.
Well, it's my real pleasure to do it, and I tell people sometimes, people like Jovan are sometimes the only reason I get out of bed and go in that building sometimes, because that building is just full of tragedy. That's all it is. It's loss and tragedy and sadness, and whether it's people in car accidents or medical malpractice or criminal cases, it's Jovan and the people in Rancher Court are the ones that give me hope.
Hey, you know what? It's good that you said that, what you said about her, and I hear because when they hear her name,
they get scared.
People, they quiver.
Oh, Lord.
You know?
I don't know where that came from.
You know, because they know.
Don't know.
Look, because they're like, hey, she don't play.
She don't.
Well, that's true.
You know?
She don't.
But some of them don't know that part of her. So that's good that you know what I mean?
She is really fair.
Yeah.
And she gives people opportunities if they deserve the opportunity to get, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I respect her so much. 1,000 people in the joint, when I was in the joint, they said, she'll never let you out. Never.
You see what I'm saying? When they were saying
said
about
never.
Yeah.
I was able to speak to Joanna right here. I was in Lake Erie, then I was in Grafton. And guess what? She gave me an opportunity. When everybody in the joint said, oh, you ain't, man, don't even waste your time about that. But I listened to her. I watched, it's a Hope channel that we had. And we watched the Hope channel, and she spoke about some things, and I listened to her. She say, blah, blah, blah. But I listened to her. And guess what? But I remember what she said. She said, you be your own lawyer. Lawyer yourself. Come to me and tell me your story. And that's what I did. And I continuously did that. She denied me 6 or 7 times. However, hey, the 8th time, hey, that was good enough for me. As long as I got up out of there.
That was all God, though.
Man, no doubt. Number one.
And your determination.
My determination. And you know what I'm saying? And I was blessed. And God sent her to me. And to this day, right now, we sitting right here. I got her cell phone number. Ain't nobody got no cell phone number.
And it's an honor to sit down with you, Your Honor.
So I'm blessed and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for the opportunity she done gave me. And you know, outside of the music, I sent you my daughter's songs,
Yeah.
but outside of the music business and all that stuff, I think about her before I backslide because I don't want to let her down.
Yeah.
Right.
And I respect her that much, and I appreciate her that much that I would not put myself in a situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen, but you know, but at the best of my ability, I think about her like I think about my shorties. You know,
You ain't gonna let her down.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
ain't gonna let
gonna
yourself
let her
down
down.
as well.
Yeah, I love her so much, and I appreciate her so much. So, and I stand on that.
That is so awesome. So tell us about the program that you have going on. You know, with the speaking with the people that's inside.
Well, the reentry court program does let people out of prison early, and if they complete the program, then the rest of their prison sentence goes away. And like I said, it's 93% success rate, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the number I prefer to tell people is we've saved over 650 years not served in prison, which is pretty remarkable. And it's not a first offender program either. I mean, you can be up on your 7th prison term and I will consider you. You can have a violent crime. We've had people in the program with voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, aggravated robbery with guns. Because when people are ready to do this program, they can succeed. It's really designed, we're your support system. It's very different. I think Javon can speak to that too. It's a very different approach. It's about collaboration. We tell you when you come in the program, we're here for you. Whatever it is you need, you have access to us 24/7. Whatever it is you need. If you need housing, we're gonna help you. If you need a job, we're gonna help you. If there's problems at home and you need support, we're gonna help you. We try to be that support for you. I just wish we could do it for everybody coming home.
Yeah. Well, it's I ain't gonna say it's a start. It's a big, huge start. You know what I mean? Because you've been doing that for a long time, and you went through it. You know, so
Yes, sir.
man.
I went through it, and like she just said, I appreciate her. Anything that I had, any questions I had, anything that I need to get done, I talk to her, and I talk to her staff. They all lovely, like she lovely. Her PO, her bailiff, man, I love them, and they love me as well since I met them. You know.
Yep.
But they are incredible women that really care. And you know, whoever had a problem with Judge Nancy Russo, they better knock it off.
Right.
Because she is the one.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well,
Because
thank you.
I'm living proof.
Yeah.
She gave me opportunity, and like I said, her PO, Miss
Siobhan,
Miss
great.
Siobhan, and your bailiff,
Dina,
Matt, they showed me nothing but love and respect the whole time, and gave me outlets. From when I got out, I was able to, you know, succeed in society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a rough start, but guess what? They was right there for me every step of the way, and I respect them for that, and I love them for that to this day.
That is so awesome.
that's what I want to keep doing because I think there's a lot more we can do in reentry. I have a lot of contacts at ODRC. I work closely with them. I actually have my own contractor badge now with ODRC, which is nice. I'm teaching in the prisons, but there's a lot more we can do as a state to help everybody, give everybody this kind of opportunity. And when people say I don't play, that's true, but I also don't play the other way. When I'm pushing something and I want something done, I'm moving. You know, I'm moving forward, and this is my passion. It is my passion.
That's wonderful.
You see these bracelets we got on? Be not afraid, strength and honor. This is from her, and I wear this, and I wear it with pride every day. When I put on my watch, I put on my chains and my jewelry. I put that on right there because this represents her, and it's what she believes in right here,
Nice.
flat out.
That is so awesome, man. You know.
You see hers right there on her arm too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See.
Yes, sir.
So how's it like going in there and speaking? So you teach and go in there and speak to them like, you know, like motivation.
Well, I speak to them about reentry court, so I do these seminars inside the walls to teach people how to apply for the program and what it is. So I'll do that at the prisons at Lake Erie, Grafton, both Graftons, Richland, and then Northeast here in Cleveland. And then I also teach a program called RISE, Resilience, Integrity, Strength, and Ethics, which I teach at both Graftons and Northeast. And that's really a program that's designed to help people get ready to come home, but Jovan can speak to this, the real like guts and soul of the program is I start the first day saying, I want you to leave this program and know that you never need to live in shame. This is not about shame. You need to shed that. And when I tell them in class things like, you're a law-abiding citizen, and they look at me like I'm a little off, and I say, but you are, think about it. That we have a system set up, and you're in the process, and you're doing what the law asked you to do. You are a law-abiding citizen. You need to lose that shame. Don't go out there and lead with, I was in prison, or I'm a felon, or I'm this. And language is important, right?
Yeah.
How we talk to each
Yeah.
other, how we,
Yeah.
and I don't believe in labeling anybody, so I tell people, don't call yourself an ex-felon, don't say that, because that's not what people are even gonna think of you. Just lead with you.
So what if they, like, some of them come home and still, I wouldn't say doing something crazy, but still not used to being home,
Yeah,
you know, and then go to the drugs and this and that and can't find a place to stay because they're just not ready, you know, or can't find a way, can't find themselves.
well, that's why I think we need to do more, because there are things we could do that would be simple, cost money, but we could find the money. For example, I think that when people are being transitioned out of our jail into the prisons, we should be having an educational session for them, telling them this is what to expect, exactly what's going to happen, what the process is, when you get on the bus, what happens when you get there, because we need to bring down that anxiety and give people information. And we need to educate families. What is JPay? What is visitation? When can you do it? Because we leave people out there with no information. Coming home, I think we should be having exit interviews out of the prisons, just like somebody does when they leave a job. 90 days before somebody's coming home, they should be matched with somebody from Cuyahoga County, from the county that says, okay, what do you need? Do you need housing? Do you need this? Do you that? So the people that can't come in my program have the same benefit as far as at least the initial support. And from that, my dream goal is to get regional reentry courts in Ohio, where we match the ODRC regions with the reentry courts so that every county doesn't have to recreate it.
Nice. Yeah,
So-
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, let me speak on that. With Judge Russo, like I say, when she gave me the opportunity to come home, and the things the resources. Let's talk about the resources. Her staff was Siobhan. She was on it. Like Jovan, here go all the resources for you. I know you're going through this, that, and another. You lost a lot. And like I said, I never told them that I deal with Bone Thugs and Harmony. So I was like, I wanted that. I wasn't letting that be my crutch.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed to come home and do what I had to do. And they offered me the opportunity to Siobhan, you know, she like, look at this paper. Go get you a job here, there, da. Whatever you need, we got you. And that right there meant a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At all times, because sometimes coming home, it can be stressful. But when you got a support system in place like they have, it was just so important to me and my family and my daughters. I always spoke about my daughters. I always speak about my family, you know, my support system. My cousin right there, he was at court. He was at court when you let me out, and you know, he was at court when I went in. When
Yeah.
no matter if I was I know I was innocent, but I got convicted for 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But but I got the opportunity to get out and express myself, and she allowed me to go back into the prisons with her. It's nothing the feeling to go in the prison with her, to speak to the inmates.
And now you on the other side now.
Yeah. That is special.
Yeah.
I ain't going in there like I'm about to be here. But
Yeah.
I walked in with her and walked out with her, and she respected me enough to allow me to give my testimony to them brothers that's up in there.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm about, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with no music. That's why I'm shocked she ain't know about the music. I'm so shocked about that. But however, as a man that sat in there for 5 years, to be able to go back in there and talk to them brothers,
Yeah.
and they felt me, I think we got some standing ovations in there, didn't we?
Yeah, and it means the world to them too. I think it's so important for them to hear from you and other alums, because they see somebody's made it. Because we don't want people to not have hope. That's the most dangerous thing in
that
the
give
world.
them hope right there.
Right.
Mhm.
I've always said the most dangerous people in the world are those without hope. We have to cultivate hope. And you doing that and going back, they were able to see him before and now during this doing successfully. And it does give people strength. It does give them strength.
Yes.
And they gave them strength when you left. And that's why that standing ovation was,
And I appreciate for giving me the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for you for, having us here today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want her to be heard in the community for the ones that still think.
Right.
But she is a great woman. I say, man, it's all crazy.
I always ask him which horse. Every time somebody, I'm like, which horse am I?
You're the main horse.
The main.
4 horsemen.
But you're the best horse.
All right.
But you all as well with me, and I want to let my community know that she is the one, and I got her back. And if I'm saying that, they got to know that it's all real.
That's a 4 horseman with a lion's heart.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, and especially by you being a female and in that system, for what you do. So, you're already built tough,
Yeah, you have to be, because this business is still, I think, got an awful lot of gender bias going on, as well as other bias, as we know. And I think for me, I didn't grow up with much. I was born at 79th and Huff, and my dad was a police officer, and they got divorced when I was young. And I was raised by a single mom, and I think we make assumptions about people that if we're in public office or something, that all of us come from some kind of wonderful childhood and everything was perfect. And it's important to remember that we all come from a different experience, but those experiences help us.
Yeah.
And all those experiences for me really helped me as a judge. I have, I think, a lot of understanding and empathy from my own growing up about struggle, because everybody's struggle is different, but people do have an individual struggle. That helps. And I think too, the listening, but the being pushed around is for sure still happening. I mean, all this time. I've been a lawyer a long time. I've been a judge a long time, and the pushback that I still get sometimes is surprising to me. It's really...
And people just not right out here. If you ain't right, you ain't right.
Right.
And not only that, certain society look down on women in certain positions. Like judges, women ministers. They don't like women truck drivers. Stuff like that. But mainly the women ministers and the female judges, a lot of them get death threats. A lot of them. So stuff like that, yeah, but you're doing good so far, you aware,
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm tough. You're right, you have to be. And when you believe in something like I believe in it, you have to be willing to stand with it. Somebody was saying to me today that they were worried about people running for public office that would do anything to win, right? And I said, well, what you have to really worry about is, what are they willing to do to stay?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
think about that, because
Yeah.
if they're willing to do anything to win, what are they going to give up to stay? That's a real question about integrity and character.
That's how you start in the beginning, that's how you're gonna end it.
Right. And you have to be willing to do what's unpopular, particularly as a judge. Sometimes you have to do things that maybe people aren't going to like or going to criticize you for, but you took an oath, you got to do it. I think one of the true highlights of my career, aside from reentry court, which is an ongoing, just absolute joy to me, is I had the East Cleveland 3, and they had been sentenced a month before I took office. So I didn't have the original case. And Eugene, I had let him out, and then the Court of Appeals reversed me. I had to send him back to prison, which was horrible. And then the Innocence Project got involved. Great people, did an amazing job. And then I was able to have a hearing, and I wrote an opinion that some people didn't like because I talked about Carmen Marino and Carmen Marino's involvement in other wrongful conviction cases. And he wasn't a prosecutor there anymore, so it wasn't that office, but him in particular. And some people took offense to it, and I said, well, I'm not going to lie. It's the truth. It's what they proved. And the day those 3 men walked out from being in prison for life for a murder they didn't commit, it's still to this day when I think about it. I think that's one of the most important things I've ever done in my whole life.
And we saw him at your event
Yeah.
downtown, right?
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, Eugene flew in from Arizona
Yeah, he
to
did.
come to my event.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did. So when she speak of them type of things, it give me goosebumps. I mean, like I said, I did 5 years. She got me out in her program, you know, before I got East Cleveland 3. That was a different situation. But however, when you sit up and think about Judge Russo, and people want to paint her the wrong way, that's not right. When I was at the trial for the dudes that killed my brother, rest in peace to my little brother. Guess who was right there with me? She said, "Come up here, Jovan." I say 2 of the dudes got probation. 1 dude got convicted. But guess what? She hugged me in her robe. She said, "Come up here." And she said, "If you need to come up here just to chill out, come up here just to chill out in her chamber or wherever she gave me the opportunity." That's the type of woman she is.
Wow. Now, what judge that you know that would do that?
Man, that's what I'm saying.
That is so awesome.
What judge would do that? But she did that for me, and it brought tears to my eyes. But she was right there with me, like, Jovan. You know what I'm saying?
Tears in anybody's eyes, man.
Yeah.
Just to hear that, you
Man.
know? Yeah.
And I'm so grateful. I was so grateful because I was so hurt in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she offered, like, come up
Wow.
and you know, for you to clear your mind anytime you need to. That's what she told me. And that's love.
So everybody, you know, they hearing this. So, you know, that's a good thing. That's good that you come on here, you know, on this platform, on this radio show, and let everybody know that.
Yeah, man.
And you're a good person, so everybody needs to know that, especially the field that you're in. You know, like I say, everybody think they hear your name, like, ooh, you know.
And I find that so odd because I don't go in assuming things about people, and Jovan could say that. I'm really open and transparent. So I try to encourage people to, you know, don't make assumptions about people. Don't let them show you who they are. You know, they'll show you who you are, who they really are, eventually.
Yeah, people weed themselves out.
They do.
Yeah, so that's that, man.
Because I done heard people, you know, around talking about some, you know, they got a case, and like, well, you got, well, I got Judge Nancy Russo today. Oh, dude, oh, man, that's all you hear.
Assumption. And I know that you're going to be fair. You're going to do your job, but you're going to be fair.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody, I watch her all the time. I watch her on one.
I'm afraid to hear what he's gonna say.
No, I don't even want to say it.
No, go ahead.
No,
I can take it.
No, I watch you on YouTube
Oh, no.
so many times about that little girl that crashed her car in Parma or whatever that was, but you told her the real, and you was straightforward. You did that intentionally. You know what I'm saying? The little girl had crashed the car, but Judge Russo, she gave her.
So she tried to do an assurance job or something?
Man, I don't know. No, I don't know. She was just. I don't know what she was trying to do, but she killed her boyfriend and the passenger in the back seat.
And the passenger in the back seat?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't talk about it because it's
Yeah.
pending. But I will say that I made a real effort, and if you watch it on YouTube, I did make a real effort to be very clear about the process and explaining things, because, you know, I think it's important for a judge to be clear and understandable, because we know people will agree and disagree with us, and that's okay. I think where we get into trouble is where we assume people understand what we're talking about. We need to be very clear about what we're saying, and then if people disagree, at least we've given them the information, you know? And sometimes we have to respectfully disagree with each other.
And that's that. Rest in peace to Judge Michael Russo. He sentenced me, and he understood at my trial that the guy was lying 7 times on the stand. However, the jury convicted me. Michael Russo gave me the least sentence he could give me in that situation. When you sit up and you get convicted, they had me for kidnapping, aggravated robbery. How many other charges I had? Cuz I had a couple charges.
It was quite a bit.
It was quite a bit.
I can't remember.
But listen, but for something I didn't do, but Judge Michael Russo, he gave me 7 years, and I took it to trial. And I'm knowing in my mind, like, I'm taking it to trial. I might, if I take it to trial and lose, I might get 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
He gave me the least possible he could give me in that situation. So it's good people out here that make their decisions when they really look at things. And then Judge Russo right here, which ain't no relations to Michael, she gave me an opportunity to get me out early. And I appreciate that once again. But Judge Michael Russo, like I said, rest in peace to him, he gave me the least that he could do, but the jury convicted me, so he had to do what he had to do. And I know I didn't do these things.
Yeah.
And I put that on my life. But however, I did the time.
And there's so many people in there that's innocent. So many. It happens all the time.
But you know what? It was probably best for me because, I'm not saying it's best for me, but I learned a lot. I was able to get in tune with myself. I read a lot. My cousin used to come see me in there. I was a whole different person than I was beforehand, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? His son was in there with me too. And I used to try to, help and teach him, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you in those type situations, I never dwelled on me being innocent. I say, let me make the best of the situation. I was a single father at that point in time with my oldest daughter. And that part hurted me, you know what I'm saying? But however, I said, let me make the best of this and still teach her so she can graduate high school.
Yeah.
And teach her how you persevere through adversity. And that's what I did.
Wow.
And then I run into a judge like this where she listened to me and we right here. And she's more than a judge to me, she's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But you know what? God works in mysterious ways because ain't no telling from what you went through and by they doing that to your brother, ain't no telling what you would have done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because we never know what we would do, what we may do or not do until you're in that situation. And they get to eating at you, so.
I'm going through things right now, and guess what? She still ain't turned her back on me.
And that's God.
And that's all I got to say.
And that's God.
I ain't about to get into
Yeah,
details.
yeah.
But she have not turned her back on me, no matter what I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
God got his hands on you, man.
Yeah.
He do.
And God got his hands on you, man. I
Yeah.
watch you. I see what you be doing. And I respect you. Like I respect her. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything you doing. That's why I'm happy that you got us here today.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
No doubt, bro.
I appreciate both of you.
Well, thank you very much. It's really been interesting. I had no idea. I said when I walked in, I feel like I'm in a spaceship because I don't understand all this equipment. But I love this. It's amazing. And I love the music I was listening to before we started. We were talking a lot about music and people you bodyguarded for, which was pretty cool.
So I was late, huh? I was real late.
No.
No,
I was here early. I was here
Okay.
early.
I saw your truck out there. I'm like, shit. All right. My girl's sitting outside in the truck.
Why didn't you bring her
Yeah,
in?
she could have came.
Where she at? I didn't see- Where she at?
Her truck was up. She wanted to go get something to eat or something.
Oh, she niggas.
Man, we had a long night. But yeah, man, I'm very appreciative, and man, I just want the masses to hear us. And anytime that you want us back, we want to come back.
Yeah, man, y'all definitely welcome back. You know?
I told you I got something. for you
And yeah.
with my daughter,
Yep.
music, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I might play a song or two. I sent you some. Maybe she never heard my daughters.
I'm still trying to figure out that you were in music and I didn't know it. Now it's daughter.
I don't know if you sent it to this. Did you send it to?
I sent it to your cell phone.
Okay, yeah, you gotta send it to.
nsr.musicsubmit@gmail.com.
Come here, baby girl.
Oh, snap. Here, I'm writing
She's
down.
right there.
All right.
She
Now,
write
here you go,
it
sweetheart.
down.
Hey, can you come help me with that? I can play one song if it's possible.
How long has she been singing?
Forever.
Really?
Yeah. And we got a deal on the table. And
Good.
guess what?
What?
We all gonna be paid. I'm
Good.
not.
That's an important part of the deal.
No doubt.
She writing it down. Can you grab that?
What you mean?
Here, cuz.
How old is she, Javon?
My daughter, I got two daughters, I got three daughters, 26. She 26 and 24 and 26. I got two 26-year-olds and a 24-year-old.
Yeah, she's good. I heard her music.
Really?
Yeah.
So, how do I do this?
Are you
Oh, so
producing?
he don't know how to do it. That's
Just
why.
send
he
the
won't.
link. You know how to just
That's why I asked you to do it.
hey, when it comes to that electronic stuff, we're like, we lost, you know?
That's true.
And them little kids can come and just boom, boom. It's done.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that is so
It was the
amazing.
craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
One of my grandbabies. She was like 2 year, maybe
oh,
3.
where's the music? Show me.
She grabbed the cell phone.
The five.
She went over there. We was outside barbecuing.
I'm gonna play one of her
She
nice
went out to the
songs.
car. She took it to the back of the car. She set it up, turned on TikTok, and went and started doing her thing. Just like that.
Wow.
I was like, I don't even know how to get TikTok.
Yeah.
But,
they
I want to say something. Judge Russo, I work in corrections. I
Oh.
work in juvenile corrections.
Yeah, he,
Oh,
You know,
wow.
come and talk on
on the mic.
Uh-oh. I think I told her.
Yeah, you work at what? Cuyahoga Hills?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you 4 years from.
Oh, darn.
Well, yeah. Well, your experiences, you know what I'm saying? Because you deal with the young, you deal with the younger
Yes, I
brothers.
do. Yes, I do. All right, what I need to do.
Just
Hold on.
speaking of mic.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn it on.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, hold on.
I hear it.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, I hear y'all. I hear y'all. Yes. Once again, you know,
Your name first.
can I
I'm
get it?
trying to teach you.
Well,
He's producing.
Right,
I'm trying
right.
to teach you something.
My name is Angelo Pennington, and I work for Cuyahoga Hills Juvenile correctional facility. I've been doing it for going on 11 years. And I've been working with kids for pretty much about 20 years. I started off as a school bus driver, for Cleveland. Then I left, we got laid off and I ended up working for the Job Corps. And then,
Is they still around, Cleveland Job Corps?
yeah, it's one on East 140th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they changed it. They moved it from Carnegie to 140th.
Okay.
And it really looks nice over there too. So I've been doing that, and one of the people that worked there, they was moonlighting between Job Corps and there. They was like, hey, you're a pretty good officer. Maybe you should apply here. And so I went on and applied, and I went there and went down for the state test. And, I'm thinking everything good. They like, oh, you sure you want to be so happy about this? I didn't know what I was walking myself into, And so I finally got in there, and I was like, I'm hyper, and we went to Delaware, Ohio for our training, and we come back, and we actually went to the facility. So we doing our tour, we walking around, and we seeing the kids, so the kids, like how everything pretty much goes now. They'll sit there and like, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, how you doing? They smile, but they look, they plotting, they watching you. So it was funny because it was a group of young men that came over to me and my guys, and they was like, we had a big class, and they walked over to us, and they like surrounded us, and we didn't move. We didn't, we stood there like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? And it wasn't no wasn't nobody about to be afraid. We just, and then they was like, we was just testing to see, who was the punk, who was the sucker. And I was like, oh, okay, but they would say, we see that, a lot of y'all got heart. So I got through it my first year of hell, 365, with us is hell, the kids, they at your neck. So, after that, I've seen so many young men come in and out this place, and, some of them was good kids, and, that, like you said, what we was talking about earlier, what I heard you say earlier was, there's a lot of innocent people.
Yeah.
And with us, there's a lot of young men, a lot of poor kids that's just totally misguided, where they went through, whether bad parenting or, however the situation was, but a lot of them, you could tell that they are genuinely pretty good kids, and they just lost their path. So I hate, we lost a lot of kids, and, and it hurts you. You get close to these young men, what I'm saying? And then for my own son to end up going back into it, me being a strong father, father of 6.
Yeah.
And my oldest son, then, he's in prison now, I'm not going to go into what happened, but, he's going to be there for a while. And it's hard, to try to juggle between the correctional officer and the parent. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard, especially when yours is there.
Yeah.
So I know, if you, Ms. Russo, I know if you have children, I know you probably be like, oh my God, this was a lot. This is a lot. But yeah, I'm just thankful and been blessed. I stay strong. But I'm at my end now. I done got to the part where I done done it so long. I'm looking to do something. I was talking to my cousin. I'm thinking about starting a group home, and I'm even thinking about just going away from the profession and going back driving, CDL driver. Like I said, I've been through this for a long time, so I'm just trying to, juggle it out now,
And I think that'd be like a peace of mind for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, that'd be really nice. It'd be, it's rough. And people don't understand, we go through it. We was just talking today, any correction officer, if there's any correctional officers out there, I think y'all know what I'm feeling. I think, we need to come up with something where we can have mental days, because we definitely need them. Any correctional, any police officer, any security guard that deal with people, whatever, I think we all need that mental time, because it's rough on us. You know, we dealing with the same stuff. You're getting called out your name. You're getting challenged. You're going through so many different levels. You know, I mean, and you try to do the best that you can, not to bring it home to your own family, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
For me, being in, well, you know, I wear a lot of hats, but on this bodyguarding side, security side,
Yes.
you know, I done been through all kind of
Yeah, no doubt.
crazy stuff.
I
you know?
this is my oldest cousin, one of my oldest cousins, somebody I do respect and got a whole lot of love and respect for. But he done called me plenty of times coming from work, like, oh, one of his kids got killed.
Yeah.
He done saw this on the news. Man, I just lost one of my dudes, one of the shorties that was in the joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it can wear and tear on you when you're going through them type things. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be in that field for so long, I wish if I had no felony, I could try to get a job. But he been there, and he been there for a long time. And like you said, I mean, we trying to develop some things for him to do other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that hurt and pain that he feel, you know, going through that. When he got his own kids that's going through things, and then you got your kids that he working with, and they get killed. I mean, we going through some things right now. One of our dudes got killed at the Euphoria a couple of days ago.
Couple days.
Where?
At the Euphoria.
Right, what, down the street? Actually.
At the Euphoria. At the little bowling alley, the Euphoria down there. He got killed the other day. And it's just like, man, it be so much. And that's somebody that we love.
Yeah.
You know, and it hurt. I'm so numb to this at this point because, I mean, after losing my brother, Mama P, you know what I'm saying, it's been hard, man.
Yeah.
My cousin, you remember we was at lunch and I got that phone call and my cousin got killed?
Yeah.
And my auntie called like my cousin got killed walking up Warrensville Center Road.
Oh, yeah.
And we was right there. She's like, "What's?" Yeah, man, it's like unbelievable.
People just don't value people.
It don't.
Man.
You know, it was just like, you know, when we speak on, you know, one of our close ones,
Swamp.
Yeah, rest in peace, Swamp.
Twan, yeah.
And I got to work and come to find out that one of the kids that, you know, he was there for a little while, and he ended up getting bonded over. Went down to the county for a little while, and he got out. Come to find out he just, you know, killed his girlfriend and killed himself. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a kind of a hard, you know, and then like dealing when I found out about my, you know, my little guy, my little dude, you know, our dude, you know, it just was like, wow, it's just like, is this real? What are we here? Well, you know, what is really going on here? You know, is it, I mean, you can't even be safe to go to the gas station.
Nope.
And it's trauma upon trauma, and then trauma acting out trauma, and nobody wants to talk about that, or just, you know, I've always wondered why when you have a violent crime, we're not sending social workers and mental health professionals right with the police, so that the police can do what they have to do. Because you think about how volatile and emotional those situations are, and the police shouldn't have to handle that part of it, right? They got their own part, but they end up having to do it, which causes secondary trauma and then other problems. So why aren't we sending mental health teams, like crisis teams, to help all the people that just saw something or witnessed something? Link them right there with services. There's things we could do to take care of each other, to help stop that cycle, but we don't. And then you think of all the children that have seen traumatic things and violent things, and then they're acting it out because where does it, you know, we talked about that in Rise.
Yes.
If you don't get that rage out of you, that anger, that depression, that sadness, it's gonna come out.
And that's where counseling come in at.
Yeah.
You know, but you actually have to want that. You know,
And that's true.
And you have to have access, and
Yeah,
easy access, not, it can't be hard. And I remember during the pandemic, we had people in reentry court, because we have them do psychological counseling as one of the pieces of reentry court. And I think it's one of the reasons we're successful, because we want them to have a safe place to go talk about transitioning home, because that's so hard. Had such a difficult time getting them any mental health services because of the pandemic and waiting lists, and I'm thinking, all these people around the world are in trauma, and the thing that is the hardest to get is mental health service. It made no sense, right? And I still think we're feeling after effects of all of that, those gaps in care.
And CISA got that information about the Trauma Recovery Center too, as well, as we're speaking on that. You know, and
While we're speaking on it, I just want to remind everybody that if you, a family member or a friend, have been affected by violence, know that it can affect your life in all types of ways, the way you eat, sleep, or cause you to lose focus, feel angry or afraid, or even use drugs or drinking as a way to escape. But we're here to tell you that violence doesn't have to keep hurting, and you can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. We want you to take control of your life. Today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs and real time. It offers services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So do not let violence control you. You can break free, and TRC can help. Give them a call at 216-644-5487. They will come to you wherever you are. They're free, they're 24/7 and confidential. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Call today, 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center of Northeast Ohio, also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children. Back to you, Solomon.
You go, girl.
yeah.
That's great.
See, that's very important
Very,
right there.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
They're
And
right
I-
up the street.
I work for the county. I
Yeah, they're right up the street. Up
So
Euclid.
that'd be good, something to pass on to the people that, you know, that
Absolutely.
you know, yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be some big help.
And that's another problem I think we have, is we have a lot of different providers and services, but we don't have the centralized, easy way to access everything.
Just like right there, because you didn't know it was
I
there.
didn't even know.
Yeah. And that's something that, you know, stuff like that you can pass on. So that is very important.
Thank you for that.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get that number before I leave.
Yeah.
I'm serious on that.
I mean, because like I say, they help. They really do help. And like you say, hey, they come to you. You know, if you can't come to them, they come to you. Because all you know, you could be crippled. All you know,
Right.
You know, I mean, anything. Or you may not have a vehicle. Your vehicle broke down or something, but they here to help no matter what. And it's 24/7.
All is well.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much, man, for having us, man. We want to, you know, anytime you want to have us back, we'll come back, man, and, you know.
Man, we hear some music.
Maybe,
We gonna play something too.
we might play something right now.
We are?
Yeah, we can.
You got Euphoria?
How many did you
Just one.
I just gave her Euphoria
Okay.
because that's one of her nicer songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, play that for us, man. In honor of the Honorable Judge Russo, pretty lady. I love her so
He's a
much.
charmer.
He's
just a charmer. What are you gonna say?
I tell her, he is a mess.
But yeah, I'm so excited, man, about life
As you should be.
and moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, now going to the music side, since I am the family of the dudes, it is our 30th year anniversary. So they'll be coming to a city near you soon. That's my fam, man. I love them so much. Actually talked to Lay and Ken Dog and Flesh a couple days ago, you know, but I'm like, man, well, my daughter, man, y'all quit playing.
Right. Cause she got a song with.
Yeah, she got a song.
Yeah.
She got a couple songs with Lazy. Yeah. But she got a hit right there that she gonna play for us.
All right, let's hear it.
All right.
It's a hit. That's She Mocha. That's my oldest daughter.
Euphoria, 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 euphoria. euphoria, euphoria, euphoria. We ain't wasting time. Sleep with you on my mind. Peace with you on my mind. You're my peaceful side. Just give me one time to try. Let me keep you occupied. Let's strategize. Let's be mesmerized and hypnotized. Euphoria, 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 euphoria. Yeah, I really need this time. You're my partner in crime. You make me feel alive, more than happy inside. Euphoria, 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 euphoria. I hate it when I'm boring, yo. I was happy when I scored with yo. I'm hoping I get more of yo till we meet again.
Like that.
Euphoria. I was happily waiting for you to give me your all. Euphoria. 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 Temptation had my best interest. I was hoping that we meet again. I was hoping that we could be more than friends. Furthermore, I was hoping that this moment never ends because you are my biggest fan. My ex left me in the dark. Didn't really want my heart, so I'm still seeking out what love feels like. And my mind has been scarred, and my heart torn apart. Feeling like Kevin Hart. Kind of funny, still get real in certain parts, but I'm still laughing and still joking and hanging around, not letting my emotions get the best of me and hold me down, cause I'm headed to the top. Euphoria, 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 euphoria,
I don't know what to say, but platinum.
Yeah.
All I can say is it's platinum.
She's got a beautiful voice.
And I, I appreciate my baby girl, man. I love her so much, and she loves me so much, and I pay for all that.
Man, that's a Grammy hit.
That's nice.
That's
So
a Grammy hit.
Beautiful.
yeah, well, so when
Yeah.
it comes to the music, like what what lane is she in as far as her music? Because I'm hearing like a little neo grunge thing
Well-
going on. It's dope.
Yeah, well, we gonna bring her here,
She got
Because-
mad flow.
because that was just one of her levels.
She up there with Christina Aguilera,
She
though,
got some-
man. I
she
mean,
got
it's Grammy stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but she got so much, man. I sent you a couple
Yeah.
because
Okay.
she come with so many different levels. I mean, she is my daughter, and she from St. Clair, so she come with some of that St. Clair stuff.
Yeah.
And she come with that stuff like that. She don't play.
That sounds like a soundtrack,
It-
right?
man.
Over a movie.
Nice.
or
Yeah, you're right there.
Something.
Yeah.
She can use it for all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was getting that
that's-
vibe too.
yeah.
So-
it could have been a nice movie soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, you
Right,
could just
yeah.
imagine the visuals with it,
Yeah.
because the beat is so
I
good.
imagine her, like I say, when I said Grammy, because I can remember, okay, so you know how the stage used to Grammy, that shiny floor, and they on it, and the lights going around them, how they be
Right.
moving and stuff. Dude, that's Grammy stuff right
That's
there.
Yeah.
right there. Well, come on, let's do
It's
let's
really
do it.
good.
Let's do it together, man. 'Cause we got that. I told. Now I got the song with. I mean, if y'all want to hear the song with the Bone guy, I can play that too. Before
Yeah,
we
let's
go.
hear it. Yeah.
You got it connected still, sweetheart?
Yeah, you should be able to just hit NSR. It should come right on up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't tell him that.
I hit it, but I don't hear it.
Hold it down. Hold it down and hit share and go into your mail.
Man, come on, man. He tells me I don't know
We're
why.
talking a whole other
Oh,
language
my
now.
goodness.
Here you go, sweetheart. He could-
Okay, well, while I'm looking, I do have a question for Judge Russo.
Yes.
You know, I love, you know, all the mayors and the mayoral candidates have been here and stuff, so I love when you guys come, you know, we get a nice little insight into how you got here.
Yeah.
Like, what made you want to become a judge? Because that's a lot to dealing with the people, whether they be right or wrong. That's a lot to bear. Like, what made you want to become a judge?
I know when I was 8 years old, I told my mom I wanted to be a judge.
Wow.
And like I said, I was raised by a single parent. I was the first person in my family to go to college, so it wasn't normal,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But my grandmother was a Cleveland City councilman for almost 40 years.
Okay.
And she dragged me around everywhere from the time I was 2 years old. She had me knocking on doors, vote for my grandma.
Wow.
I mean, and I was telling Jovan before, I was born at 79th and Huff.
Okay.
I grew up in the
okay.
city. I live in the city now.
Yeah.
She made me really just love public service.
Mhm.
And and I tell people, go back to when you were a kid and think about what interested you the most. You'll get a piece of the puzzle. Because I think that we do have callings that maybe we suppress or we think it's too hard, but there's something in us that we want to do.
That's your purpose.
Your purpose, yeah, exactly, looking for your purpose.
Let me tell you,
I
I got you. The RISE program, man, when she came, you know, when you got a judge to come into the prison and teach a class, I sat in the front row all the time. Right?
All the time.
I sat in the front row when she came in on every other Friday when she came, man. And it was so special to me because you don't have no judges coming into the institution and we cried together.
Yeah, that's true.
You tell us your stories like
Yeah.
like I know your story.
Mm-hmm.
And then she listened to our story. You know what I'm saying? And she did that. I want to cry now thinking about it because it was so real, man.
Yeah.
I never imagined that. I never imagined that a judge would care.
So the judge that, he gave you less, would he?
No, yeah.
So did you ever meet her before then?
No.
Or,
No.
wow.
No, I met her when
she
she
just
came.
had a program and
She came
showed
to
up.
the RISE program.
Yeah.
That's where I met her, and then she allowed me to come into her. I mean, she selected me to come into her reentry court.
Yeah.
That's how I got out a little bit earlier. But the RISE program was something separate, but it was something special. And it was just like.
And anybody can go to the RISE program. They don't have to be eligible for reentry court. So we've had lifers in the RISE program.
Right.
Anybody who wants to go, as long as there's a room, there's a sign-up sheet, and I think I've been doing it like 7-8 years.
So they gotta go out there, like way out there somewhere?
No, we was in.
I go there,
She goes to the prison.
right?
It's a far drive though.
Yeah, it's about an hour. So
Yeah.
now I'm doing both Graftons in one day, because I used to split them up and go every other Friday, go one to one Friday and the other. So now I just do them all in one day.
She had a seminar. She let me go with her. Like I said, it was like,
I'd like to experience that. And
man,
go.
I went to the
I
prison.
can take it.
I went to the prison with her to speak with her at both Graftons, right?
Yeah.
And it was it felt good walking in. No, I'm gonna walk back out.
Right.
but however, they can understand what she talking about and understand what I'm talking about at the same time, because I've been in them same blues.
Yeah.
I've been to these programs where I gotta walk back to the dorm after the program, but I was able to walk out with her.
And I think one of the reasons this program is so effective is because we're always moving and changing, and we take suggestions from the people in the program. Like, there's things that I know, excuse me, that you need to do, but I didn't live your experience, so I have to respect your experience. Tell me what we're missing, tell me what we're not doing, and then we'll make it available. And I think that's part of the breakdown, is that we don't necessarily ask other people about their experience and say, what can I do to help make it better?
Instead of telling you what
Right.
you need to do. I mean, because like you say, everybody been through. There's no better way of listening to the person that actually experienced it to go through.
Right.
That's been through it. So, yeah. And if it was more than that, if it was more of you, things would be much better. Things would be much better.
That's why we need her, and that's why we need people to go vote for her. Before she can stay
Yep.
where in her position and continue to help and spread her love and her knowledge and her wisdom and all that she got to offer for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why we need her.
She got more votes than she thinks she got.
Yeah,
She got it, and guess what? We got you, because we about to fight for you.
And you know, in all the years I've been a judge, the Supreme Court makes us go to continuing legal education. There's nothing about judicial release, there's nothing about reentry. There's not a requirement for every judge in the state of Ohio who's a trial judge to go in a prison. See, now I know now when I say the words prison, I know what it means. I actually know what it means. I've been inside, I've walked the yard, I know about J-pay, I know about privileges. I know that if judges give fines and costs, that somebody might not be able to buy a toothbrush. They're not training judges to know that, and we need to do that. We need to train our judges better, because just standing up on that podium and saying, well, I'm going to give you $1,000 in fines means something to the person that goes in. And then when your family puts money on the books, the Attorney General takes part of that money out to pay the fine. So are we really accomplishing much? Are we really doing that? Or they come out and some people come out and have fines. It's another thing for reentry court. If you graduate from reentry court, if your sentencing judge has put fines and costs on you, part of our program is that we erase them.
Exactly, and I remember that. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, because if you still got them fines, you still got to pay. You
in a position.
you can't be released until that's paid, right?
Well, they'll garnish your wages. I've had some people who came out, not through reentry court, that have contacted me and said, what do I do about this? Because they came out, they got a job, and right away their wages were garnished. So what do we do? We're not setting people up for success. And for me, it's not about the money. I don't care about the money. I care about getting people back on their feet. And you can't get people back on their feet if you're in their pocket the minute they get out. They've got children, many of them. At the very least, they have to support themselves. They have housing issues. Right? Even getting a driver's license back, right? And how much money that might cost if you have.
Reinstated, yep,
Right.
all that.
Statement, or if you got
So that's why I say
fines, whatever.
that's why I appreciate her so much, because she is a realist.
Then you got some paying child support, but then,
You're right.
I mean, man.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as you get, yeah.
And then people have no hope, right?
Nope,
They just
at
give
all.
up. It's like, I can't overcome the mountain. And could any of us, with all of the benefits that could possibly be available to us, navigate that? I don't think I could.
And see, they get so frustrated, and if you're not strong enough, you wind up hurting somebody or yourself.
Right, right.
Not meaning to, but
That's true.
wow, just being so frustrated, and,
Right.
And it's not helping, and that's real good that you do what you do, because a lot of people don't get that help.
Well, we need to understand it more. We need to respect what it means when we say, or what does it mean when somebody's in juvenile detention? What is the actual experience like? We need to know what that is. We need to appreciate it so we can understand. For instance, if I get a young person in front of me that's been in juvenile detention 4 or 5 times, I don't have a good understanding of what is going on there, what is offered to them, what's not. So maybe it's harder for me to help them, because we're not looking at it holistically. We're not really talking to each other, even within the system itself. And then we're not respecting the experience. And I say for reentry court, and you hear me say this all the time, you're my best consultants.
Right.
They're my ambassadors, but they're also my consultants.
Right.
When I don't know what to do with the program or how to change it, I go to them and say, what do I need to do?
That's right.
So you've been a judge for how many years?
25.
25.
I started when I was 5. Just kidding.
But that's a long time, 25 years though.
But that's good. You doing what you love. That was your calling.
It was.
You know. So and that was your mission in life. And everybody, I think everybody should know their mission in life.
It helps when things are tough
Mm-hmm.
to have that purpose, right?
And some people don't know their mission like until they get older.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you knew as a little child.
Yeah, but I think that's the exception, probably. Like I said, I don't think that was a choice. I think that was God. To me, that was.
It was.
That was God, because there wasn't a whole lot of conversation about it. It was
Yeah.
just.
But you knew what you wanted to do though, and
Yeah.
you stuck with it.
Well,
Wow.
well, God got me with her. Hopefully one day she might hire me for something.
You never know.
Hey, she might go to Motown and be a singer.
And she
Oh
might
my-
go.
yeah. I told him my other dream. Yeah.
That's her other dream, Motown.
So that's all as well. I do the music. You ain't know that. Till today. I didn't know you never knew that, Your Honor.
You'd be surprised. I
Wow.
sing a lot. I sing a lot.
Okay, I'm taking
Not
you to
publicly,
I'm
but.
taking you to the studio.
You gonna sing like Beyonce?
Man.
I can't do that well. I'm not that good. But I did sing all through junior high school and high school in a cappella choirs and chamber choirs and things. I love music. I love all. I listen to everything.
You never told me that
all
you
kinds of-
never told me you did music like that.
I love music. For me, music is, if it's a good thing or a bad thing in my day, music is the thing that's going to bring
It's
me out.
therapy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love music.
Well, we going to the studio.
I told him if I wasn't going to be a judge, that my backup was. I said I wanted to be a backup singer for Diana Ross. I did
Really?
not want to be Diana Ross. I wanted to be in the back, and I do the whole thing because I've been doing it since I was like 9.
Nice.
Stop.
In the name of love.
That's right.
That's awesome, man. I mean,
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah. And music like I say, music is everything, you know. It's part of healing.
And memory. Just,
And
I can
memory.
hear a song and go right back to a moment.
Yep.
Well, we gonna create a song. We gonna have one song. I'm gonna have a song with the Honorable Judge Nancy Russo with my daughter. We gonna do a song.
I'll do backup for her.
Man, I got you. I
Never
got you,
know.
Your Honor. I got you, man. That's lovely. That's something. Yeah,
It'll be
special.
my side hustle.
Hello.
It'll be my side hustle.
Hey, Sites, if we want to play that other song.
Oh, baby girl, she went to the back. She on the phone. She got my phone though, too, so she got the
Oh.
phone. Yeah, we play one more song, and man, I appreciate you having us, man. And anytime, you want us, man. First of all, I love what you do, and I respect you. You know what I'm saying? You always there. I done seen you so many times, from at Mama P funeral.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of different situations I done
Yeah.
saw you. So I'm happy that you, I appreciate that you have us, and we want to come back anytime you want us, and we gonna rock like that.
Heck
It's
yeah.
as simple as that.
It's been so nice.
Man, this is
I
a
really
beautiful
appreciate
setup.
it. Great experience.
Mhm.
Great studio. Had no idea it was here.
Yeah. Like I say, you come back as many times you want. And also, y'all go ahead and do some shout outs. Y'all can do some. You can start with you. Get you some shout outs, if you want.
Shout out. I'm going to shout out Jovan. I'm going to shout out Jovan.
I appreciate that.
He's been a rock for me, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. And I love you and I respect you and I thank you for the opportunities and like I say, things I do in my life. Before I do something stupid, I think about you because I don't want to let you down.
We're going to be together a long time.
Yeah, yes we are.
Nice.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
love you so much. I'm gonna shout out to my family, my daughters, my mama, my sister, my brother, and my other brother. Rest in peace. My nieces, my nephews. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my Mo Thug family, my Bone family, 30 years. We've been doing this a long time, so it's all love right there. I'm gonna shout out to you, bro, for having us, man. I appreciate it. My cousin, I love him, you know what I mean?
Love you too.
And my cousin that's locked up, his son, you know, everybody, man. I just, you know, it's all love.
And,
Hello.
And what's her name birthday today? Angela.
Oh,
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Oh my God. And that was my best friend.
Yeah.
That was my cousin, but that's my best friend too. Happy birthday, Kool-Aid. I love you, girl.
Happy birthday, Kool-Aid.
Happy birthday.
She's sassy.
Yes.
She's sassy. I might have to go see her now that you said
Happy birthday, Kool-Aid.
Might have to have a drink or something.
Keep that Kool-Aid smile.
Yeah, Kool-Aid, we love you. Happy
You
birthday.
gotta shout out you, right?
Baby girl, what's
No,
your
it's
name?
okay. I want to say
No, we gonna shout you out. What's your name, baby?
Decisive.
Indecisive?
Yeah, no, just decisive.
Decisive.
Decisive,
Well,
no.
shout out to Decisive. We love
That's
you
right.
too, baby. Thank
Shout
you.
out.
Thank you for your hard work over there, baby.
Thank you, thank you.
Much love.
Thank you for coming. This my second home, so you know.
Well, thanks for inviting us in.
Yeah, thank you for coming. It's an honor and a pleasure, you know, being able to, you know, sit and listen to somebody that I vote for, you know, support. So.
And that means the world to me. To know that people vote for me, it really is humbling.
Yeah.
It's humbling.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming.
No doubt. What's up, cuz?
Well, what I want to say, thank you for letting me speak on your show. You know, it's an honor to meet Judge Russo. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I've been sitting in here for a little bit of time, and you know, and I'm just getting a good vibe from her. You know, I haven't had nothing unpleasant. You know, her whole demeanor, y'all, she got a great spirit about herself. And if you ever get a chance to meet her, hopefully you can meet her without the robe on. But I get a good, you know, good feeling with her, and you know, much love to my cousin, much love to the fam. You know, to my son, keep your head up strong. You know, I'm here with you. You know, you gotta start, you know, focusing on, you know, what you need to do for yourself so you can come home. You know, to all my brothers and sisters out here that's COs, one love to you. Keep y'all head up. It's one day at a time for us all. That's all I got. One love to y'all.
Something in my heart.
Yeah, when she put that robe on, boys, like, yeah.
So it's all as well, man.
Well, yeah, you know, it's like I say, to see the other side of you, you know, that's awesome. Like I say, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, well, it's hard, I think, for people when they only see us on TV or they just see us on a sign or something. You know, what does that really mean? It's for me, being in the community helps me do a better job. Being in the prisons, no question, has made me a better judge. Absolutely, I've learned from everybody that I've ever met, from class or from reentry court. You never can stop learning. When you think you know it all, and I'll tell you the other thing I tell new judges all the time, the day that you can send somebody to prison and it doesn't hurt you, you need to go.
Ooh.
You need to go. Even when you know that it has to happen, even if it's the most heinous crime, it should never make you feel good. And if it does, you gotta go. Leave that robe and gavel behind, get out of the building.
Yeah.
That's that.
I respect that.
Yeah. Because you know, it's not like you created a monster, you are a monster. You know, because now, doing something like that, you know, that's you just as bad as somebody who's really actually did something, you know, because that ain't cool.
Taking someone's freedom away is a heavy weight, and I just want people to understand, don't vote for people because they say pretty things. Don't vote for people because somebody tells you to vote for them. Try to find out who the person really is, because you have a better chance of seeing one of us than you do your congressman, your senator, and certainly your president, even your state rep, right?
Yep.
So whether it's a foreclosure or a civil case or a criminal case, we're gonna affect your lives more. So you need to look hard at who it is and who they really are.
Yeah, you're right. Well said. Did you get it?
Yep, I got it.
We're gonna hear another song?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
It's deeper than just a wound. A weapon, incorporating a metal tube from which projectiles are propelled by explosive force, typically making a definite loud noise. And it's thicker than blood. Bitch, I done been great before. I done been shot at and watched niggas die. That shit don't amaze me though. And then when I pop out a bitch looking dumb, what you looking on crazy for? Always talking some shit, but can't back it up. I cannot save you, no. I cannot save you, no. With some shit about to hit the floor. Which way you gon' go? Can you tell the real from the fake? You cannot tell me so. Don't ever switch up on the game. They gon' have to kill me first. They always tryna leave me wrong, but like a pit I'm alert. Blood thicker than water, but bullets be thicker than blood. Don't think that you can get it up. I know they some snakes when they see me all down, and just tell me keep my head up. I be low key in my own lane, making sure I'm not in a body way. But somehow I am still to blame. I'm just tryna live out the Hollywood. Blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, but bullets be thicker than blood. Blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, but you can still get the numb.
Keep my family close and my enemies closer. Boots nice tight, I'm a real thug soldier. Niggas jump shit when they think shit comes. So I pump them quick, but it kills you. Locals say they support, but they plotting in your spot, trying to move you avoid. They don't keep it real, they not passing the torch. When they really catch your feelings when you passing the board. Trying to crash when the course, still fast from the boards. That's why nigga had no remorse. So I gotta keep the cash for the war. What them niggas wanna pass me for? They want to free the foe, so I never let nobody get close no more. And I never gone, I love them from bone. Never let them be, and I'm just close to the door. My life is spiritual, I survived this long by miracle. I did everything that I do for my people, it ain't come back reciprocal. I move invisible, we're supposed to be indivisible. If the ones you love ain't loving you back, and why sit there be miserable? Blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, but bullets be thicker than blood. Blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, but these be thicker than
Gotta
blood.
watch my back, cause niggas be cap, little Lego. Pray had to put them on the track, hard work paid off. Finna put you on the map, ain't no tags, but I keep my strap. It's the one out here, I ain't giving no doubt. Sorry niggas can't call me when shit go down. If it wasn't by my side, see it's up from here, now you down the rise. Ain't mesmerized, I ain't in the blind. Seen this shit happen several times. When I had to tune like they scared to go and make it happen. Laughing at me, turn me into a savage. Suited up, cause I better feel tragic. Who's to blame? It's the call for the madness. People change and they looking to see if you gon' still say the same. Run the game, try to blend the next killer, turn the game, protecting the chest, nigga like a skill lead. Niggas talking about the hip, but they don't feel me. Think I'm trying to show off, but this a real me. You gon' feel me. Blood thicker than water, but bullets be thicker than blood. Blood thicker than water, but things be thicker than thugs. Blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, but bullets be thicker than blood. Blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, blood thicker than water, but you can still get the nerve.
That's my baby girl.
Nice.
So,
Really good.
Yeah, she called, man. I'm gonna say this for the one time. Shout out to my girl, Angel. I love you, baby. Quit playing games with me. But I love you, sweetheart.
There's a story there.
Hey yo, but no, again, I appreciate you having us, and I'm just gonna put it down like that, and I thank you for coming out, Your Honor. It's a pleasure to have you, Cuzzo. It's a pleasure to have you.
Decisive.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much.
Can we take a picture or two?
Oh yeah. We doing that.
And
I wanted to take a picture of him, but I ain't know if you know how
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel.
Do what you do.
Yeah, that's all as well, Lord. So we're gonna be like this.
Quit calling me Lord. You know my name.
You hear that, Angel?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming, and like I say, definitely welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
You know?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have you back.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate feel the love. It's good to feel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Yes. And we are out.
Peace.
You're so good. And you have an amazing radio voice.
Thank you.
Doesn't he? He does. You should do voiceover work.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
It's like an old man getting a food.
No static, but we shouldn't bring the noise. NoStaticRadio.net. Make sure you guys check us out on social media, where we absolutely love to hear from you on Facebook.com/NoStaticRadio LLC, on X, formerly known as Twitter, at NoStatic_Radio, on Instagram at @TheReal_NoStaticRadio, on YouTube, same thing, NoStaticRadio. Excuse me, and our newest platform, Discovered.tv. Also, if you guys would like to listen to replays of this show and others, please make sure you check us out on Mixler and Mixcloud.com. Just type in No Static Radio in the toolbar for replays of this show and all others on the platform. And for continuous streaming, that means no interruptions. You don't have to worry about refreshing the page. It'll buffer on its own. Maybe you throw in a commercial too at tunein.com, liveonlineradio.net, or MediaQ for continuous streaming of this show and all others. And for all things No Static Radio, including up-and-coming events, merchandise, and an in-depth look at all our great show hosts here, please check out our website at www.nostaticradio.net. You guys, the front page is there. All the rest are being constructed, so stay tuned. We got some cool stuff coming. And you know what it is. We got more music for your listening pleasure here on your voice of the revolution, staticradio.net, powered by Google, partner with Colors on YouTube, and sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wines, the Cleveland Rugby League, designed exclusively the NEO Black Health Coalition, and the dedicated senior medical centers of Ohio, Florida, and Puerto Rico, where the dedicated senior medical centers provide high-quality care personalized for seniors while they coordinate your care, offering the convenience of services in one place. Give them a call, 216-294-4440, or check them out on their website at www.dedicated.care. Again, www.dedicated.care. You guys be safe. Enjoy this crazy weather, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.